Well, g'day there guys, Mr. Oz Adventure here again, and I'm off on a weekend ride today. Just leaving the Gold Coast now. We're going to head out west and wind our way north to the Sunshine Coast through all the hills of the Gold Coast hinterland, Brisbane hinterland and the Sunshine Coast hinterland before popping into Noosa for tonight's accommodation. I'm riding with 3 other guys, a couple of cruisers and a couple of adventure bikes. So the guy up the front there, he's on a KTM Adventure, what was it, 900cc or something, 950 or something like that. And then we've got a big Triumph Rocket in front of us, and behind is a Suzuki Boulevard C109. It should be a good weekend. Should be able to get some good footage for you, so stay tuned and check out the scenery with me. Beautiful day for a ride once more. You've got to love winter in southeast Queensland. The sun is shining, blue sky everywhere. I can't even see a cloud. Bloody awesome. So this little town we're just going through now is called Canungra. That's Canungra. And it's a popular motorcycle town. Cafes in town are always packed with bikes on the weekends in the pub. There's just so many nice routes to ride around here. So it's a nice place to come to for lunch, breakfast, whatever. Bloody piece of people and horses. What's wrong with them? Don't they realise that horses have been replaced by motorbikes? Give up your horses. Let them run wild like they're supposed to. Get a motorbike instead. So we're going to hang a right here today and head out towards Boonah, and then we're going to hang a right there towards the Sunshine Coast. But if you go straight ahead, it takes you through to, what's she doing? To Kyogle in New South Wales. That's an awesome ride along the Mount Lindesay Highway. So the bloke in the Triumph Rocket, that's a 2300cc bike. 2300cc. What the hell? People's cars don't even have motors that big. Why are we going up here? So for some reason or another, the guy leading with the GPS has decided to come in and visit the Queensland Moto Park. So you can bring your motocross bikes here and go nuts. So there's just lots of trails you can legally ride on without having to worry about the law coming down on you. So this is right opposite Wyaralong Dam, out between Boonah and Bow Desert. Wyaralong Dam is a great place for mountain biking as well, so I'm going to be doing some videos there in the future. Maybe we just stopped here for a piss break. Not really sure. So we're going to do some dirt riding, are we? Yeah. Sweet. So that was a little quick stop off at the Queensland Moto Park. Bit of a toilet break. Have a bit of a chat, bit of a stretch. Now we're heading on the way again. Thanks for that. Entering the thriving metropolis of Boonah. Boonah's a nice little country town. Quite like it in Boonah. Not far from Lake Muggera, where I went kayaking last Christmas. I've got a video of myself kayaking at Lake Muggera. one of my kayaking videos. Have a look if you're interested. The Boonah markets are on. It's the highlight of the week for the oldies of Boonah. Let's go down to the markets, love. This is just absolutely crap scenery. It sucks big time. You wouldn't want to come out here and ride this road looking at this shit. Have a look at it. It's just boring as hell. I mean, look at that. It's horrible. Horrible. Bloody mountains. I wish the whole world was just flat. No mountains anywhere. Be much prettier. Mountains are ugly. There's a turn off to Lake Muggera just down there. 10 k's down the road. Beautiful spot to go camping. I was only joking about mountains being ugly. I love mountains, they're awesome. Turn off your indicator, Mark. You're not turning anymore. That's better. Thank you. So we're just passing Willowbank Raceway now. Willowbank Raceway is a drag racing strip. And we've also got a go-kart track there and a few other bits and pieces. It's one of the biggest drag racing strips in Australia. And down the end of the street past the drag racing and the go-karting is the Queensland Raceway. That's your circuit racing track. So that's where they have V8 supercar racing, and they have superbike racing. Not a lot to it really compared to other places like Phillip Island down in Victoria, a track that you would know well from watching MotoGP. Queensland Raceway's nowhere near as good as that, but it's still okay. Pretty spectator friendly. You can see pretty much the whole track from all the way around it. The plane! The plane! So for those of you who are familiar with my videos, you'll recognise this area just coming into now. That road we just went past is the turn off to Mount Glorious. So when we had our Moto Vlogger meetup and test ride day with Team Moto, we come from that way and we turned up that road we just went past there while we were test riding the bikes. So on that day I test rode the Yamaha FZ8N and the Suzuki GSR 750, both naked bikes, both a lot of fun. It's just a magical day out here today, absolutely stunning. Temperature's perfect for a winter's day. Expecting temperatures in the low to mid 20s Celsius. Beautiful. So we're just pulling in here, bit of a look-see, Lake Wivenhoe. Check out the scenery. So we're just a little bit inland from Brisbane. North of Ipswich. So we're now coming up to Somerset Dam. The dam wall over there. The Somerset Dam was built before Wivenhoe Dam and was originally Brisbane's water supply. Well, it still is Brisbane's water supply, but it wasn't big enough, so they built Wivenhoe Dam down below it. So Somerset feeds into Wivenhoe. At Somerset you are allowed to have ski boats, motorboats and everything, and at Wivenhoe you're not. I don't think I've been along this road since probably 1997. 16 years ago. The last time I came here, I think. But I'll tell you what, I've been here plenty of times on Google Maps to have a look. Got a great campground here on the side of the lake. It's like a good spot to come and have a weekend or a week away with the family. Welcome to Lake Somerset. Another bloody horrible part of the world, I tell you. I'm just surrounded by them. Bloody beautiful. It's strange riding with cruisers. I don't normally ride with guys with cruisers too often. Every now and then I do, but it's just it's odd to follow them. Just the way the body moves and the way they lean into corners. It's really weird to sort of follow and sort of watch what they're doing. When you're watching the body movements of a sports bike rider or even a sports tourer or something like I've got. You're leaning into corners in a completely different way, and you sort of gauge sort of roughly what's going on by the rider in front. With a cruiser, it's just totally different mannerisms. They slow down a lot more in the corners, so I'm sort of having to take the corners a lot slower than I normally would, which isn't a bad thing. Puts me into cruise mode instead of race mode. I just happily cruise along through the corners. It's all good. Enjoying the day. Hey, I didn't even see her. Obviously not using my mirrors enough. Just got passed by a girl. It's awesome. You hardly ever see any women riders. It's great to see, I reckon. So Mark in front of me, he's on the Boulevard. He's just only recently bought that. His other bike's a Honda VFR. So a VFR to Honda, Suzuki Boulevard. Completely different bikes. Completely different style of riding. He's still getting used to riding a cruiser. Finding it weird, he said, but he's enjoying it. Yeah, more horrible views. It just sucks. Bit hard to handle. So we're just coming into Kilcoy. I think we're probably going to stop here for a little while. Maybe grab something to eat. Kilcoy is just inland from, about 50 kilometres inland from Caboolture, which is on the Bruce Highway, the main highway up the coast of Queensland.